Well, let me just break down exactly what happened in that last inning. The Chatwood came in, gave up 2 hits, walked 2, had bases loaded. It was now 4-3, and there was 2 outs, and he needed 1 out. Montoyo comes in, decides to take Chatwood out of the game. In replacement, he puts in Travis Bergen, who proceeds to walk 3 players and give up, walk in basically the tying run, the go-ahead run, and then the insurance run. And then we lost, and we went 3 up, 3 down the next inning. Yeah. So what do you take of that, Nick? What do you think about? Because I know a lot of people, Blue Jays Twitter, even in our own chat, and us, we were talking about the decision of taking out Chatwood and putting in Bergen. What do you make of that situation? Is that Montoyo's fault, or what do you think about that?
I mean, for me, I've been seeing a lot of Montoya hate, basically get his head on a stake sort of thing, calling for his head right now about decisions like this. And people were on him the other night too about putting Dolis in instead of Romano and all these minuscule decisions. And I agree.
And keeping the bunt on too.
Yeah,
with
the whole bunt thing too. And I agree, there is some validity to that, but at the same point, I think in this instance especially, it really came down to me, Chatwood had his opportunity and he let in a run, he loaded the bases, and he loaded the bases on what was a 4-pitch walk. I mean, if you do that, I've kind of lost faith in you, and I think that Montoya was in a tough spot where if he doesn't do anything, and Chatwood does blow up the thing, he walks in another guy, the game is tied now, or he gives up a hit, they've taken the lead, then we're going to be calling for Montoya immediately. And then, so I think he thought that, and he was like, okay, he's not locating his pitches right now, let's get Travis Bergen in, he's done great so far this season, he puts him in, and then Bergen obviously kind of sucks and blows the save as well. So I really think it was a tough spot, and I think that we need to provide a little bit of ownership on who actually lost us this game. And that was some bad pitching by Bergen, some bad pitching by Chatwood, and some good hitting by Tampa Bay. And I think that's what it came down to. The bullpen sucked this week.
Yeah, the bullpen blew it. And I just wanted to throw out a comment also by Joe Siddle on Sportsnet afterwards, who's his argument. I agree with that because I agree 100% that what do you expect? What do you want Montoya to do there?
Yeah,
it's the only way he survives is if they get them out. Yeah. That's the only way he survives, if the player does his job. Because I agree, if they left keeping Chatwood, people are going to call for his head on the stake. And if he didn't, which didn't happen, and then they lose the game, again, head on the stake. But what Joe Siddle said on Sportsnet is that, you got to leave Chatwood in, who's a veteran guy, who you got to let him blow the save, and then give in Bergen, who is a rookie, or not really rookie, but inexperienced player. I'm not sure he might be a rookie. Inexperienced player who's never been in this situation before. And I get that, and I see your point. But again, it comes down to, what do you want Montoya to do there? You got 2 options. Leave him in, who you clearly see with your eyeballs is struggling, or hope that a guy can get the last out and save you.
Yeah,
so, and I don't mind it.
I don't mind it too. And we also played the matchups there, and I guess for me, it really came down to that 4-pitch walk. You weren't locating at all on that one, and then to have the bases loaded, it's just
that's scary.
That's really scary. Bergen's done good, so I don't want to be too harsh on Montoya on that one. I think it really just was a bad situation, and the bullpen kind of screwed us. If Chatwood would have done his job, the bases hadn't have been loaded, then that never would have happened in the first place. We would have won that game. So credit where credit is due. And also, too, a little bit of a disrespect thing by Chatwood there. To walk away from the game. He was clearly very upset that he got taken out. And then after that inning, and the
half inning, not even the game.
Yeah, the half inning. So we still have batters up. He just leaves. And for me, I mean, you're a good player. You had a bad game. Okay, that's one thing. But to do that, I know you don't agree with the decision, but who do you think you are to leave your team out there like that? You still have players up to the thing. That's showing zero faith in our hitters. That is saying an absolute fuck you to the manager,
Yep.
which you can think, but to do that on live television like that and to just leave, I think that is like no class at all. That's something that needs to be addressed after the game. They need to have a conversation about that because we can't have players just walking out whenever the hell they feel like it.
Yep. If you're a Toronto Raptors fan, that exact same thing happened to Siakam this year, and he was benched because of it.
Yeah.
I'm okay with punishing, internally punishing Chatwood
Not
a little
cool.
bit for being disrespectful.
Yeah, not cool.
You like we're here. This is maybe I'm not the same situation, but as fans, as teammates, you stay into the game until it is over.
Yeah,
You stop being a butthurt baby. Sit your ass on the bench and cheer your team on.
Literally, bro, literally. And it's like, it just felt like a total temper tantrum and a sulking because like I disagree with what he's doing and I also suck, so I'm mad at myself and I'm mad at you. And we just don't need any of that childish mentality here. We need winners. We need ball players. We need people that are going to stick around until the end. So that's my thoughts on that, man.